Okay guys, welcome to another episode of Trick and Treat. I hope you will like this one. This episode that we're currently playing right now is going to be episode 5. So just tune in and I hope you guys enjoy. This girl is surrounded by a calm aura, something pure, unlike anything else in the forest. In the end, resigning myself with a sigh, I show her my arm with the bite. Immediately, the girl sets her sight on my wound. "It will only take a moment," she said in complete confidence. Then she looks up into my eyes up. Okay, hold up guys. I'm gonna do something about the sound real fast. There. Now I still have something at least. Okay. "Could you close your eyes?" she asks as she blushes slightly. I am surprised to see that embarrassed face she has, even if just a little. Then I sigh, feeling something wasn't right, but there's nothing else I could do. "Okay?" I asked what I said, doing as she asked. I didn't know what to expect. For a moment I thought she would get naked or something like that. But what kind of magic can only work without you when you have no clothes? I don't know, but my mind sure wanted to imagine that. "Come on, Axel. Keep your composure." Suddenly I feel something warm and wet touch my arm. Immediately I shudder. "Wait, what are you doing?" It's a stupid question because I knew well what she was doing. She was licking my wound. "You idiot. Who said you could watch?" was quick to respond the cat. With her cheeks red in embarrassment, her lips still close to my wound, she looked adorably troubled. "Don't you see that I'm just trying to heal you?" Then she added in a bad mood, "I'm sorry," I said, blushing. "I thought you would do something more extraordinary." Now I'm not sure. Is she a girl who can transform into a cat, or a cat who can become a girl? "Sorry to disappoint you, not being extraordinary enough," murmured the girl at the same time she gives me an annoyed look, red eyes shining in disgust. It is then that I realize the pain has disappeared. With curiosity, I look where the wound was, only to discover that now there is no trace of it. For a couple of seconds, I stay silent, incredulous. "It seems that your treatment worked," I finally said, grateful, still looking at the spot. "But of course I have experience healing myself," answered the girl, closing her eyes and inflating her chest to show her pride. I actually appreciate what she did, but I still wonder if she really had to lick it to cure me. "I understand, but who are you?" The girl makes a small snort with curiosity after hearing my question. Then she tilts her head and closes her eyes, making a thoughtful face. It seems I have not presented myself. She opens her eyes and gazes into mine. My name is Ashley. So that's her name. I expected something more extravagant. My name is Axel. By the way, have you ever been accused of witchcraft? Before I knew it, I asked that question. I guess it was rather rude of me, completely lacking in manners, but I must not forget for even a second that I am in this cursed forest. Ashley suddenly becomes silent. A plain sight was obvious she didn't take it well. She takes her time before responding. Yes, but that was long time ago. Then she closes her eyes and exhales, emptying her lungs. She seemed to be recalling something painful. Just seeing her made me feel guilty. I'm sorry. It was not my intention to make you remember it, I said, slightly remorseful. No doubt, to be accused of witchcraft must have been a horrible experience. Ashley closes her eyes and nods a couple of times. It's okay. It's not like I can blame your curiosity, seeing where we are. She looks at me closely with curious eyes. By the way, how do you know about me? Perhaps you are a sorcerer who has lived during these past centuries, she asked, narrowing her eyes as if she was trying to see the inside of my mind. What kind of question was that? No, nothing like that, I answered at the moment. I'm just an ordinary person. I omitted boring, but she didn't need to know that. It's just that there are stories about witches in this forest. But as you can see, the stories are not very convincing, or else I wouldn't be here. I explain, trying to remove any doubt that Ashley may have. Again, she closes her eyes and nods. I understand. She pauses and looks me in the eyes. It's because of those stupid myths that stupid humans come to this forest just like you. She then said, looking at me with rejection. Wait, what? What are you trying to say? We are to blame? I replied, feeling offended. Ashley suddenly looks at me, disgusted. Jeez, are you an idiot? Yes, if you hadn't come, my existence would be nice and peaceful instead of this chaos that it is every year, she said, ending with a sigh of frustration. But you're the one who causes all of this. I was quick to respond. I don't even bother to hide my anger. I can't believe what she says. How arrogant can she be? Ashley opens her eyes wide, surprised. Then she looks at me with annoyance in her red eyes. Do you not understand, superhuman? Definitely, I don't like this girl. I'm only trying to protect you. Her words take me by surprise. Huh? I exclaimed That's a weird word. You attack me and attack my friends only to protect us? Yes. She simply replied. At the same time, she nods, filled with pride and confidence. Okay, that's it. I gotta get out. I'm getting out of here. Sorry about that, guys. I can't believe how arrogant and self-centered this girl is. After everything she did to me and my friends, I can't stand her any longer. Wait! I Had only taken a few steps when I heard her calling me. She sounds really worried. You don't understand the real danger you are in here. I stop in my tracks as soon as I heard her. Real danger? I whisper, feeling some doubts. Suddenly I shiver. It doesn't look like she's lying. Yes, I tried to chase them away using illusions. Other times I hit them with my powers, and as a last resort, I scare them directly, as it was in your case. Ashley confessed, blushing a little as if she felt embarrassed for remembering. And why do you do that? I asked, confused. Something isn't right here. Ashley stares at me with her red eyes. If they continue with their curiosity, they will meet an evil entity that will take their lives. What you say doesn't sound very convincing. I immediately interrupt. The only evil entity here is you. Ashley shakes her head in denial. You're wrong. I'm the good one. Then she said, looking into my eyes with a pure innocence in her eyes. Ha 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 ha. I could only laugh at that moment. It had to be a joke. After doing all you did, you say you're good. Don't laugh. I'm only trying to protect you, replied Ashley, furious, while waving her arms. She then crosses her arms and gives me an unpleasant look. Do you expect me to believe that? I replied sarcastically. What she said made no sense, but somehow she seemed oddly convinced it was true. She was surely a bit wrong in the head. But it's true. You have to believe me. This time she sounded really worried about me. I actually feel a little sorry for her. Ashley then stays silent, looking at me with puppy eyes. However, she soon recovers her proud attitude. If you want, hold my hand. I won't warm you, she suddenly says. I look carefully at her. She has a very arrogant face, as if it was a great honor to be able to touch her. You won't do anything strange? I asked, distressful, but after seeing her again, I do not think she was lying. Ashley nods, full of confidence. I promise you. I stare at her for a few seconds, making sure there isn't a trap. Okay, but why do you want me to hold your hand? I ask at the same time I extend my hand. Ashley opens her eyes, surprised after hearing my question. Then she stares at me with annoyance. Are you stupid? Obviously to guide you out of the forest, she said, just as she takes my hands in one quick move. Then I find myself being dragged by this strange girl. But this is the opposite way from where the melodious voice comes. I said, looking back for a second. I felt really curious about who she was. You ignore that voice. It charms men to make them her victims. Think of it as a siren. Ashley explained in bad mood, with her eyes always looking to the front. It seems she didn't get along well with whoever that person or entity was. Wouldn't you be the one who collects souls of fools? I asked without thinking. I seriously need more experience than dealing with a girl. If only I were more popular. Ashley stops suddenly, then she turns at me, showing me a furious face. You idiot, I already said I'm the good one. For a moment I thought she was going to hit me on the head. But fortunately she stopped before doing so, or biting me again. Okay. I meekly responded as if I were a scolded child. But if you eat me, I will make sure to give you the worst indigestion of your life. You idiot, I don't eat humans, replied Ashley, ending with an arrogant snort. 3:11 a.m. Several minutes had passed since I started to walk hand in hand with Ashley. At the beginning, I did not trust her at all, but the more time passed, the easier it was to believe her. I hadn't noticed before how comfortable her hand is, soft and pleasant to the touch. I blush just thinking about it. Even if she is a witch, she's a girl too, right? Then I sigh. Come on, Alex, composure. With every step, the curse of the forest seemed weakened. The atmosphere was less oppressive every minute until finally I was able to forget about the unpleasant feeling. Before I noticed, the darkness had returned to normal, feeling only empty. The rotten smell also had disappeared without a trace. And now I could really say I was in a common and ordinary forest, even boring. But I could not be more grateful for that. Just a little more to get out. Let's keep moving. Then I set my sight back on Ashley, watching her walk in silence. She was completely focused on that simple thing. If you're the witch from the legend, why are you helping me? I suddenly asked, not thinking twice before it. I really was intrigued by that. Ashley stops and turns to look at me with an angry face. Idiot, do you really think that all witches are evil? I think there's a typo there. She was right. The general image of witches is not good, but it's not as if stereotypes were truthful. Then she closes her eyes, making an annoyed face. It's true that I had my supernatural powers, but I never used them to do harm. Ashley lowers her sight and pauses. Suddenly, she looks sad. My only sin was to be born in the time of the witch hunts. That's why I was condemned. That explains it well. I find that I can trust she is good. But there's still one more question. How did you end up becoming a cat? Ashley immediately blushes. She was so embarrassed that it was almost adorable. Almost. Well, before my execution, there was a cat watching from in the distance. I decided to transfer my soul into it. She explained, avoiding looking into my eyes. Of course, we now share the body. We have, like, a deal. The cat will be happy as long as it has something to eat and a place to sleep. I try to provide her with all those needs. In return, she lets me stay in her body. As she talks, she is blushing shyly. I see. I think it's a fair deal, I replied with a sincere smile. The truth is that I found it a little funny. It turns out that she is both a girl and a cat. That answers some questions. Ashley closes her eyes and nods a couple of times. When she wants to, she can be very cute. Too bad that happens so rarely. Not saying anymore, Ashley continues walking to the exit. This time I stay in silence. All that remains for me is to escape from this place. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it quits here. So this is all the time we have with this one. So I hope you guys liked it, and just if you like the video, just leave a like, comment, whatever you feel like. And if you want to further get notifications on whenever it is that I post videos, it is you can just click the bell in the corner and I'll send you notifications. But if you want the actual days, I'm going to be trying to upload at least like 2 videos a day on Monday through Friday. So I hope you guys have a great time on this channel. I hope you guys have a good day, and see you in the next video. Bye.